My sister-in-law tried to steal my house. Okay, so back up a bit. My husband Jake and I have been living in this cute little suburban house outside of Seattle. It's nothing fancy, just your typical 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a small yard and a couple of rose bushes out front. But it's ours, and we love it. We actually inherited it from my grandmother last year, and it came just at the right time because before that we were drowning in rent payments for our tiny city apartment. Enter my sister-in-law Kelly. Now Kelly has always had a flair for the dramatic. She's the kind of person who shows up at Thanksgiving with a new accent because she binge-watched a British TV series and thinks she's a Londoner now. Anyway, Kelly has been crashing on our couch for like 3 months after she decided she was too creative for a 9 to 5. Apparently yoga instructing on weekends is more her speed. Fine, I get it. Live your life, but maybe do it somewhere else. One morning I'm sipping my coffee, casually scrolling through Zillow, dreaming of someday having a place on the coast, when Kelly plops down beside me, eyes gleaming. Oh my god, she says, you know what would be perfect? If you guys moved to Oregon. I heard it's super cheap and you love the ocean. I'm thinking, nice suggestion Kelly, but we're pretty comfortable right here. Thanks, now here comes the rising action. A week later, my phone buzzes while I'm at work at this small, chaotic marketing agency downtown. It's a text from Jake. It read, we need to talk about Kelly. My stomach drops because I'm bracing myself for anything. Maybe she broke our TV or knowing her, started a backyard fire again to connect with nature. I get home and Jake's pacing the living room. He says, Kelly's been telling people we're moving to Oregon and that she's taking over the house. I laugh because, like seriously? But Jake's face says this isn't a joke. Turns out Kelly's been spreading this little fantasy among her friends. She's even been showing them around, saying this is where I'll do yoga classes. This room will be my art studio. I couldn't believe the audacity. I confronted her that night, and honestly part of me thought she'd just laugh it off like it was some kind of elaborate prank. But no, she looks me dead in the eye and says, I'm doing you a favor. You were never meant for suburban life. That was it. I was done. I called her bluff and said, fine Kelly, as of this weekend, you need to find somewhere else to live because Jake and I obviously can't compete with your vision. The next part is where the plot thickens. Saturday rolls around, and Kelly isn't making any moves to leave. She's lounging in PJ shorts, binge watching some reality show. So I did the only thing I could think of. I gathered all her stuff into those big blue IKEA bags and set them by the door. Then I gave her a list of nearby hostels and couch surfing apps. Kelly was furious, saying we were ruining her life. She stormed off, saying she'd never talk to us again. Here's the kicker though. A few days later, Jake and I received a postcard from Kelly. No apology, but she signed it with, Oregon looks beautiful, doesn't it? With a smiley face because she got this notion that she pushed us to finally visit the coast. God knows where she is now, but hopefully she's found her calling or whatever. So yeah, I've learned the hard way. Never underestimate entitled family members and always lock down your plans before someone else starts sharing them. What would you guys have done in my shoes?